We good? Okay, yay. Okay, so guys, we have a really, really good treat for you. So this is going to be epic. So we had 4 girls last month absolutely kill it with loyal customers. They all signed at least 20 and above. It was insane. So I just wanted to get them on here to tell you guys all of their tips, tricks, and what worked for them because it was insane. So I'm going to pick on them one by one. And they're first going to tell you a little bit about them, their name, where they're from, what rank they are, when they joined, why they joined, and what rank they're going for this month. So we'll pick on our new flashy shiny diamond. Hello, Chrissy Staggs. And now,
hi y'all, I'm so excited to be doing this. So like she said, I'm Chrissy. I just promoted to diamond a few days ago, so in the month of March. And can y'all mute them? Okay. And I'm from Alabama, if y'all can't tell from the accent. And I'm applying for just a couple extra $100 because I was starting college and I didn't want to live that typical broke college life. And it turned into being diamond, and now I'm going for double diamond this month.
yes. All right, Abby.
Hey, I'm Abby, 25. I'm from Roanoke, Virginia, and I joined in December, I guess halfway through December, and I apologize in advance. My allergies are bothering me, so if I sneeze profusely, that's why, or if I'm like trying to sneeze. I am Ruby, but I'm going diamond this month, and I'm going to make diamond. And why I wanted to do it, pretty much like I have a good job and it pays pretty good, but like I love going on vacations and I love doing like, I don't know, just like splurging. And like my boyfriend and I like know, like we have a set plan and we need more money for our plan. So we're just going after our plan and we're going to make it happen.
Yes. All right, Amanda.
Hi, my name is Amanda. I'm 23. I joined in, I think, the end of November. I'm Ruby, but I'm going diamond this month. And I joined because actually my husband had he had a job and he lost it because he has some health issues right now. And I needed something to where I could stay home and take care of him and the kids and still make money. So that's, yeah.
Yes. Okay, Shannon.
All right, guys. My name is Shannon. I'm from St. Mary's County, Maryland. I am a Ruby. I just promoted last month. And I joined in mid-December basically because I got tired of living paycheck to paycheck. And I had seen Jamie post for months, and I was like, there's no way. And I was like, finally, I just got desperate. And I was like, girl, tell me how I can make some money. And she was like, all right, I got you. So sorry if I sound terrible. I've been sick the past 2 days, so I sound like a dude, but it's okay.
You so, and
yeah.
I love it. Like, I love how all of you guys, like, one, are so different. You guys all joined pretty much different and have been in different times. And, like, you guys just decided to, especially last month, to just make it happen. So,
right.
I'm just going to kind of give each of you kind of the floor of what you guys did. How did you sign so many customers? How did you seal the deal with so many customers? What did you do every single day? Because all these girls want to know, because they're all going for promotions too, and they want to know exactly how you guys did it to do it. And I'm going to have to mute myself. So, Chrissy, you can go first.
Okay. So I'll just start off by saying we have the whole month left, and so you can do some crazy things in a month. when I tried to go diamond the last week of March, I had to basically rechart my whole chart, and I had to get 1,630 in BV. And me and my team, we did it. We got all that.
Wait. She had to get 1,600 the last week in March. The last week.
5 days left.
Can like we just have that sink in? Okay. Like what? Okay. Keep going.
So me and my team just put our heads down and we worked. And so I just want to give you like a few tips. I have a whole lot, and I'm pretty sure a lot of me and the other girls are going to say basically the same thing, because it's just simple steps that we follow every single day. And so one thing that helped me a lot, and I had to get out of my comfort zone and do it, was going live. And just being so excited when you go live, just talking about the products, talk about how they helped you, and that thing. And I noticed that a lot of the time when we go live during the day, we don't get like a lot of views. And so just a tip for you guys is to go live around like 6 or 7, because that's when a lot of people are getting home. That's when they're on their phone anyways. And so they'll be able to watch you go live. And then people will catch it through their timeline just scrolling, because it'll still pop up even though you're not live. And so just being excited about it. Also, what helped me is getting my own results. And so when I was talking to people about products, I was able to send them my result pictures, and they're like, oh, well, you use it? I'm like, yeah, it works. And so I was able to sign over 25 customers last month by sending my results to them. So that's huge, is running your auto shipment, getting the products, using the products, getting your own results. Even it doesn't have to be every single product. Just getting your results on some of them. Other things that helped me was, of course, using voice message. I know we're scared to do that because we're like scared to talk to people, but then it just makes it more personal, and they realize that you're not a robot. And so using voice message helped me because I can connect to them. I can talk to them about their goals and not just trying to sell them something. And people can hear that in your voice when you're trying to talk to them and figure out their goals and recommend them something rather than just selling them a product. And another thing that helped me a lot is upselling. And so the way you do that, you don't just message someone all these products at the same time. You upsell and build up to it. And so just for an example, when someone comments on my post about the coffee, we first talk about the coffee little by little. So I'll send them the information on what the coffee does, and then I'll send them about the 40%, so the 90-day challenge thing. And then I'll tell them the price. And then after they say yes, then I'll say, awesome, let's get your information and do all that. And then I try to upsell. So when you try to, push all these products on them at one time, they get overwhelmed and then they end up not wanting to order at all. So just do it step by step and build up to it. So those are what helped me a lot.
Okay, good. So you got your own results. So what you're saying is they should just pick, like, they don't have to pick a million products, but like one product specifically and just be committed to use it. Like, how long did it take you to get like your actual results? Because yours are really good.
2 months.
Okay, so she already had these 2 months ago. So she was already running an auto shipment, all of that stuff. So if you guys don't have that already set in stone, definitely do it for this month. So 2 months down the road, like, you're going to be golden with all of these results, because you literally posted your results and you got like 97 comments. It was something crazy. It was crazy. So that's so huge. I love that. And like I said, like, people are more willing to buy from you when you actually use them. It's a really big difference when you're just like, hey, I'm selling ShamWow, but I use ShamWow. You know what I mean? It's so different. So I love that. So, and also you talked about upselling. So I have 2 questions that people probably want to know. 1, do you take everyone's orders? And 2, what is your upsell message? Like, can you give it to
Yes.
us? Can you like type it?
Yeah. I try to do everybody's orders because 1, I know it's going to get done, and 2, I feel like it gets done faster. And so I know a lot of people are like, well, some people don't want to give me their card information. That's when you voice message them and just be like, hey, I'm right here in front of my computer or right here on my phone. I can place your order. It'll take me 5 minutes. I'm not a robot. I'm not a scammer. And what I always tell my customers is I'm like, every single time I get someone's information, I always delete it out of Facebook, after I place the order. So that's an option. And then for upselling, so I'll just use an example for, y'all, I'm shaking because it's so cold in here. It's not because I'm nervous, I swear.
Sherry said, do you only upsell keto coffee?
No. So, like, if I was doing a cleanse order, I would, of course, put their cleanse on there, but they're only going to use that for 2 days. And so I would upsell and, put the fat fighters in there because obviously they're trying to lose the pudge or whatever. And so that would be helpful because the fat fighters obviously block the fats when you eat like a high carb meal. So I would upsell to that. You can upsell almost any product. So like when you do the hair, skin, and nails, you can upsell with collagen because those two together have some amazing results. And there's like plenty of result pictures out there. So the message that I use for when I'm upselling coffee is the one that Jamie typed up. And it's basically, so you run through the whole situation about getting their information to place the order. And then they'll send it to you, and then you'll say, perfect. Now, did you want to add the chocolate detox? Everyone adds this with the coffee. The detox is going to give you blah, 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 which turns the coffee into a mocha flavor, which is what I use. And this goes back to using the products because you can tell them how it tastes, what you mix with it, all that kind of stuff.
Yes. Okay, can you type that in the chat so everyone can like copy and paste it?
Yeah.
Love it. I was going to ask you a question. Oh, how you were saying that you like pair all of these products together as like upsell and packs, and I feel like such a strong reason why you can do that is because you use all those products, like you have used them. So like you actually know what they do versus just reading it on a website. So again, like always run your auto shipment, have one product in there that you personally want to use, and then put some collagen in there to try it. If you don't like it, you can sell it or put something else in there so you can try more things. Love it. Okay, so now we're gonna go to Abigail. It's like Abby. It's Abby. It's fine.
Only when I'm in trouble, it's Abigail.
Abigail.
Okay, so my biggest thing, Chrissy kind of took it, was upselling. I really, I watched a video probably 2 weeks before the end of March about upselling, and my sales went up, like they skyrocketed. So upselling is so big. My biggest thing with upselling is I always start with 3 products and I work my way down if they say that's too expensive. And I'm like, okay, no problem. Like, we'll work with your budget. How about 2? And then we'll add the 3rd later. So that's always my rule of thumb. I start with 3 and I go down. You always want to keep it short and sweet because they don't want to read through a ton of stuff. They want to see the main points and be done. Second big thing that I try to do is don't settle. Like, if someone tells you no, then like don't accept it. Like, be nice about it, but be like, okay, why? Like, do you mind me asking why? And if they say like it's too expensive or I don't have the money, then you try to sell them the company, like working with the company. If they say like, well, I can't pay for it now, and then you say, okay, well, when's your next payday, or when do you think you can pay for it, and I'll put in my calendar and get in touch with you then.
That's so good. That's like basically handling like objections. So like instead of just being like, okay, bye, have a nice day, you're like, why? They're like, oh, I'm not really a fan of coffee. Awesome. Well, we also have a thermophyte. Like, you know what I mean? So like if you do ask why and find out why, like you might be able to like kind of like still get an order in, without that. You know what I mean? So that's so good. I love that you asked why. I didn't even think about that. That's so good.
And also like they become a potential, and potentials are for life. So like last month, my last 3 customers that I got were all from, hey girl, like I'm ready to try this stuff. I know I said no earlier, but I'm glad you stuck with me. I want to try it now. So like 1 out of 10 of those people that say no, like one of them is going to come back to you. Like you're going to get one of them. So it's worth it. Like even if they cuss you out or, you know, that kind of thing, like it's okay. You're going to get somebody. But yeah, just don't take no. Don't settle on no, because they are potentials for life, and just be nice about it. And then the last thing is hats. Like host to post, my goal is, I did really bad on this the first half of March, and it showed results because I didn't get anything. My goal is this whole month is to get 5 or more host posts each day. Like that, like I have to. Like there's no, I'm not getting 4, I'm not getting 3. And if I don't get any comments by like, 2 hours after it's post, then that one doesn't count. Like they have to comment, they don't, it's not posted just for the heck of it. Like you have to want comments on it. So if no one comments on it after 2 hours, then I take that name away. Like that doesn't count of my 5. So that's one of my biggest things that I try to do.
That is so genius. Like, what? Okay. That's awesome. So I always do that too, because I feel like, okay, like I used to be like, okay, I'm going to message 100 people a day. But if you message 100 people a day for host to post and don't get one up, you didn't do anything.
Right.
Like it doesn't matter. But if you actually make a goal of how many you want to get up, like some days it's going to take you messaging 100, some days it's going to take you messaging 30. And I love that you set a goal like that, and then if no one comments, it doesn't count. So like you're like pushing yourself to the next level to make sure you get results. I freaking love that. I love that.
Quality over quantity.
Yes. Oh my God, stop. That's so good. I didn't even think about that. Oh my gosh, where have I been? I'm going to use that. That's so good.
What? I taught you something?
Yes. Hello. Thank you, Jesus. I'm so excited. Now I'm going to do this. Now I'm literally going to have to get like 50 posts up every single day. But it's going down this month, so it's fine. That's awesome. You did awesome. So, do you have any more?
No, that's it. Those are my points.
All right. Miss Amanda, you're up, girlfriend. Tell us the secrets.
Okay, can I first just say that was amazing, Abby? Like, for real, because I didn't even think about that. Like, every day I was like, I'm going to get 10 host posts up today, and I didn't even think, like, it doesn't count if no one comments, because that's the whole point of the host post is to get potentials. So if no one comments, you didn't get anything. So I'm going to be using that, so thank you. So Chrissy kind of took all of mine. Every single one.
But listen, everybody. So like, they're basically all saying the exact same thing, which is what? Messaging, posting, not taking no for an answer, basically. So
one of my really big things, I think Chrissy actually said this, whatever, I'll just go over it again, is I sell what I use. So like, if I have results from that product, I'm going to push it. Like, I'm going to do host to post for it. I'm going to post about it on my stories, on my Facebook. I'm going to tell people about it, because I've noticed a lot that once I started getting results from the coffee, those sales went like through the roof for me. I actually, my hair in my mouth. I actually just, thank you, Caitlin. I actually just got results from the hair, skin, and nails, and that was my first customer for this month, was for hair, skin, and nails, and it was because of my results. So yeah, I also do the upselling thing. So like, exactly what Kirsty said. Like for hair, skin, and nails, I'd upsell with collagen. Or for the coffee, I'd ask them about the greens. And then for wraps, defining gel, like stuff like that. You just pair the products together. I actually started doing this thing where I have everyone I followed up with in a journal, and I write down the names, the date that I talked to them, and then I'll just every like month I'll choose one day and I'll go through that book and follow up with everybody. Um, and like if I have results from whatever product I was talking to them about. So like let's say I'm following up with the one person who was interested in hair, skin, and nails. I'll send her my results from the hair, skin, and nails and tell her exactly what they did for me.
Like
and,
in the message?
Yeah. And so that's worked really well for me too. I know another big thing that has worked extremely well for me is stories. That has that's been like not my main basis for customers, but one of them, because a lot of the replies that I get are from my stories. And I noticed that I think like 8 or 9 of my customers last month were from people who replied to my stories. So that's a big thing too.
So what are you putting on your stories, like specifically?
So, oh.
She's in a mood. Go ahead.
But okay, so I'll do like specific products. I'll do a whole story about it, and I'll try to keep it like one product per story, but sometimes I do like 2 or 3. And I'll tell them what the product is, and then I'll do like a description, and then I'll do results from it. And then at the end I'll do a poll, and it's like message me or I'm in, and then they can, when they hit that, it comes directly to your messages. So then I'll just message like, hey girl, I saw you voted on my story. You're interested in our fat burning coffee. She'll say yes, and then do the coffee conversation. So
okay, so are you making your own stories, or is there somewhere to get them, or like do you just make your own?
I make my own, but I also get them from the Post for Customers page.
Okay.
Both.
Good. Very nice. And okay, so and then you always end it with a poll. So with 2 positive like choices. Like you don't want to be like, I'm interested.
Yes or no.
Yeah, I'm interested. Don't talk to me. Like you don't want that.
Yeah.
Don't message me. Always do 2 positive options. So like I'm ready, or I want info, or like something like that. That's good.
Also, when it comes to the polls, make sure you put them like in the middle of the picture, or like somewhere where no one's gonna like hit it by accident, because I did that a couple times, and I've had a couple people like, it was an accident, please don't message me. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, you hit it. So
yeah, so what she's talking about is if you do a poll and you put the vote thing, no, that was pointless. The vote thing at the bottom right, there obviously a lot of people are going to click on it because they're just scrolling through stories. So you want to put it like up here on this side somewhere, so they don't, so when you go to see who voted, you know they meant to vote on it and they didn't accidentally click it. That's a good one. I forgot about that.
Mommy, I'm coughing. I need a popsicle.
Okay, I'll get you one.
The last thing that I was going to say is going live is a really big thing too. I think I went live like every other day. I think maybe it was every day the last week of March. And that's when like I got a whole bunch of customers from that too, because right after I went live, I noticed one of my customers who bought the coffee and the greens messaged me and was like, all right, I'm ready. And I was like, okay. And yeah, so that's a big thing too, is like, because then it actually shows people that you are using the product, and gives them like more of a description about it and shows them the product. So I know that helped me a lot too.
That's so good. And I know you guys all, I feel like all of you guys went live like all the time and like like, did you guys ever like feel like you like literally were posting too much last month? Like, nod your head. Okay.
I was scared that I was going live too much. I think I actually messaged you and Chrissy and I was like, is there a limit on this? Should I not do it this much?
Not when you're going for a promotion. Okay, so good. Okay, do you have anything else? Any other tips?
One last one, and this is huge. If you don't believe you're gonna do it, you're not gonna do it. That is my biggest thing. Is I think I was 2 weeks away from the end of March, and I was like, you know what? I'm pretty sure I can't curse on this, so I'm not going to. But like, you know what? Screw this. I'm done feeling sorry for myself. I'm done just sitting around and waiting for Ruby to come to me. I'm gonna go get it. And like Chrissy said, I put my head down and I started to work, and it's just it's a completely different mindset. Once you're like, whatever she said, no, you know, because just like what Abby said though, don't settle for no. You want to always follow up and you want to be like, why? But if at the end of the day they still say no, okay, I can replace you with somebody else. Somebody else is gonna want the coffee, or somebody else is gonna want the wraps, or somebody else is gonna want the hair, skin, and nails. So you just have to find those people, and you have to have the mindset that no matter what, you're going Ruby, that you are going to hit it, or you're going diamond, or double diamond, Chrissy, triple diamond, Jamie.
Promote or die.
Yeah, basically. You cannot let yourself fall into that hole where you're just like, oh, it's not going to happen this month. Don't ever say that. Don't. Because it's just like downhill from there.
Mm-hmm. And it's so true because like everyone wants the secret sauce to this business, and it is 100% this business. It's 90% mindset and 10% work. You guys all know how to do the work, but if you don't have the right mindset, the work's pointless. You know what I mean? Again, we talked about this yesterday, but just go watch The Secret. We're not going to talk about it again, but you need to go watch it. So that was good. Loved it. Okay, so my girl Shannon is up. What you got?
Yas, girl. Okay, so
Yas.
I have not, I wouldn't say a long list, but I do have a list with bullet points. So just wait. Okay, so first thing is first, auto ship. Your auto shipment is so important, and I'm going to tell you why. One, you're guaranteed a paycheck. Okay, you're never going to miss a paycheck. You don't have to worry about scrambling for your 150 PBV per month. Just use the products. Use the products. Okay, be a product of the product. People like to see that not only are like you're selling these products, but you're using them. You're showing them that it works. It also helps you know how the products work, so you can explain them better to people. You know, people don't want to buy something from you that you've never tried or that you know nothing about. So it also helps you sell the product better. So use your auto shipment. It's there for a reason. You're always going to get paid, and the products are amazing. So why wouldn't you use them?
Yes, my girl.
Next, live videos. Okay, live videos are what really made my business take off because it's showing that you're a real person. People don't want to be sold to. They want to see that they want to see you actually using the products, you're sharing the products. They want to see that you're a real person, not that you're just some scammer or spammer on their timeline. They want to see that you're a real person, and they want to have that connection with you. So your live videos don't have to be perfect. You can have your kids running around in the background. You can look like crap. You can just be yourself, because that's who they want to see. They don't want to see someone perfect. They want to see that you're not perfect and that they have that connection with you. That's what they want. So I know live videos can be scary. I know with me, I was terrified. And Janessa, my girl Janessa, told me, you just have to do it. Okay, you just have to get on there, do it. If you mess up, oh well, just do it. Like, you're never gonna know until you try. So do live videos. I personally like to do them every other day because, you know, that's just what I like to do. But you can do them once a week. You can do them however often, but at least do them at least, you know, like once a month or something. Okay. Next thing is samples. So this has been another huge thing for me. So that's another reason you want to use your auto ship. Get samples, stock up on them, make little sample baggies, because especially this past month. So you guys know we've been sold out of everything. Everything's been selling out. So what I've been doing is when I get orders for products, I always tell them, hey, this product is on back order. It's going to take a few extra weeks to come in, but for the wait, I'll give you some samples. Always say yes. I have never had anybody tell me no. They're like, oh yeah, free sample is cool. People love free stuff. So make up little sample baggies. I literally do 3 samples. I do a coffee, a chocolate greens, and whatever else I have. I'm running low, but that's not the point. So use your auto ship to get some samples, make up some little baggies, and ship them out to them because they love that stuff. And also, if someone can't afford to order, make them a sample pack. Ask them what their goals are, put together some samples for them, let them try it before they buy it, because even though they can't afford it, half the time they can, but they just don't feel like buying the product because they don't know if it's going to work. So if they say they can't afford it, make them a sample pack, send it off to them. You can charge whatever you want, but I've been doing free samples for the people that have been ordering, but the ones that don't order, I'll do like a coffee pack, like 5 packs for $20, and then throw in, like what Jamie did, throw in a chocolate green sample. So give them something to try for a cheaper price, and more than likely they're going to order from you because they're going to love it. I also put a coupon in there for the $25 wraps or whatever, even though they're already $25, but always put a coupon in there. And then I put my information on the back, so they always know where to contact me. And also, samples are a good incentive for the end of the month. When you're trying to get that end of the month volume, those samples are going to get people to buy even more because they're getting free stuff. People just love free stuff. What I also did, which worked really well, was for every coffee order at the end of the month, usually like the last 2 weeks, I went to TJ Maxx, bought some blender bottles for $3 a piece, and I was giving those out for every single coffee order. So they're like, ooh, like they just love to see that they're getting something out of it. You know what I mean?
Okay, wait. Hold on. So like at the end of the month when like all auto shipments run, you're like, oh my gosh, I need 10 more customers to make this promotion. So I'm going to give away free stuff. So like, how would you, like, do you post about it? Do you message people about it? Like, what do you do?
I always post about it. I usually put it on my story. I'll put it on, I'll post about it like on my regular timeline. The people that have asked me about the coffee, I'll follow up with them and say, hey, I'm doing this deal. Make it sound really good. Like, hey, like I'm giving this free cup out with every purchase. You're going to get 40% off. Like, make them excited about it. And more than likely they're going to order. Like,
That's so good, because I literally did the same exact thing for when I was going double. I always said I had so much skincare product laying around. I was like, listen, I'm going to give you a full-size skincare product for every order. I literally sold, it was probably like 11. Like the post office was so pissed at me because I kept coming up there to but it works because
that's been me too.
Yeah, it's crazy because the price of the product stays the exact same, but when you decide to throw in something for free, they're like all about it.
Yeah, once they see that they're getting something for free out of it, they're like, oh, like they jump on it. So yeah, it's a great way to get their attention. Next is giveaways. So that's another thing for right back to your auto shipment. So I did the Fit 30 pack, I think, and I just got like everything, like even the stuff that I don't even use. And whatever I didn't want personally for myself, I did a giveaway for. So giveaways get people interested in what you do or in what you sell. So it makes people comment, it makes people interact with you. Like I said, people love free stuff. And it's a good way to get people to host a post for you. Because what I do is I put up, hey, do you want to be entered? Who wants to be entered in my full-size product giveaway? Comment down below. They comment, I message them, and I say, hey, you're interested in the giveaway? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, great. All you have to do is do a post for me, tag me in for referrals, and that's literally it. And they're going to do it because they want to be entered in the giveaway. So that's a great extra way to get those extra host-to-posts. Say you haven't gotten any for the day from messaging, that's another great way to get host-to-posts. So do giveaways, like do a bag of coffee, a thing of defining gel, a bag of wraps, something, and then go live and announce the winner. That's what I did this past month, and I got a ton of people that want to enter in this giveaway. So that's another big thing.
I love that. And you did the giveaway by yourself. Like, it's not like you have like a whole team doing it with you. Like, you're literally.
And you don't have to have everyone in it. You can literally just do your own. Yeah.
Yeah. And again, like, she is like making so much more money out of this one auto shipment. Like, she's making cash because of samples. She's making commissions from all of her customers, like all of this stuff. From
it all goes back to your auto shipment. It all goes back to your auto shipment. Like, that is the biggest thing.
Love it.
And then consistency. Okay, consistency. Guys, if you're not consistent with it, you're not going to get anything out of this. Like, you have to be strict on yourself. Make sure you have a list of non-negotiables. Okay, I have one printed right here.
Can you share it?
Yes. Yes, girl. Okay. So first thing on my list is messaging. Okay, obviously messaging. Message 50 people a day, 5 host-to-posts, and always check the comments on the host-to-post. Never forget to do that. That's the biggest thing. That's the first thing. Second thing is posting. So I always do 1 live post a day. You want to stray away from doing a lot of product posts on your timeline because people are going to stop watching you. They're going to be like, oh no, she's just trying to sell something. You want to do at least 1 live post a day. People want to, like I said, they want to see they want a connection with you. They want to see why you're doing this, what it's doing for you. So always do 1 live post a day. Lives every other day. Instagram stories. I always do stories on my Instagram, not so much on Facebook, just because I don't really get a lot of views on Facebook, but that's just me. And then I always do either 1 product post in a colored box on Facebook, a giveaway post, or a hiring post once a day. So that's about 2 posts a day, 1 live post and then 1 other one. Like I said, a colored one, a giveaway one, or a hiring one. You don't want to be posting back to back because then you're just going to look like a spammer. And then third thing is adding. I always add 50 people a day on Facebook and Instagram. So you never want to go to the people you may know because you're just going to add a bunch of other distributors or a bunch of, like, it's basically just going to take you to people who have the same, like, interests as you, and you don't want to add a bunch of other It Works distributors. You want to add customers or potential customers. Interactions. So I always comment and like throughout the day because you want to have that connection with people. You want people to see that you're a real person. And not even just commenting about the business, but just about things in general. Like if someone posts a picture of their baby, I'm like, oh, they're so cute with a little heart. And they're like, oh, thank you. You know, like stuff like that. So you definitely want to interact with people. Following up. Always follow up the next day. I don't care what they said about, oh, I'll get to you next week. Oh, I'll let you know. No, they're not going to let you know. They're not going to let you know. You need to inbox them the next day and say, hey, I'm placing orders today. I'd love to get you started. Are you ready? Simple, short and sweet. Just ask them, hey, are you ready? Like, let's do this. Also, I keep a running list of my potentials. So every time I get a potential, I add it to my list for a follow-up Friday. Fridays are my huge day to follow up with literally everybody. And I have like a list of like, I don't even know how many people, but I always keep a running list of my potentials because you want to keep asking them. Even if I've messaged them 5 times already and they left me on red, I'm still going to message you until you tell me not to. So always keep a running list of your potentials. Number 6, personal development. So that's another big thing. You want to make sure your mind is in the right place, okay? Like, read a book, listen to a podcast, listen to some inspirational music, something to get you pumped for the day, something to make you feel like, just make you feel as positive as possible, because that positivity is going to manifest itself in everything that you do. So if you're in a crappy mood and you're messaging people and you're getting frustrated, more than likely you're not going to get anything out of it. But if you're positive and you're happy and you're ready to take on the day, you're going to have a better outcome. So always do something positive for yourself, something to make you feel good. And then check in with your distributors. Always check in with your distributors every morning. Say, hey, good morning. Always keep up with them, update their charts. I keep a folder of all my distributors' charts, and I always update them every single day so I know where they're at. Give them ideas of what to post or whatever they need help with, and include them on Zooms. So you always want to have them involved in any type of trainings, any type of any type of tool that's going to help them. So that is my everyday list that I do. You want to stay consistent. If you don't, these are things that I have it in one of these sheet protectors. I have my dry erase marker, and I check them off after every time that I do them. If one of those things isn't checked off, I'm not going to sleep. This has to be done every single day. So have a list of non-negotiables.
That's so good. You all y'all killed it.
And I feel like that's another thing, especially I know me and Amanda did this the last week. We literally went to bed at probably 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock every single night that last week.
Girl, 3:30.
Yeah, if you're going for a promotion and you're wanting to get customers, just stay up a little later. And
lose a little bit of sleep. You'll be fine.
I have a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old, so I lost a lot of sleep.
Oh, I bet.
But how worth it was it? All y'all.
Yes.
So worth it.
Yes.
It's worth it. So, okay. So, I mean, I feel like everyone literally nailed it. But there was a couple comments about going live. Okay. What would you, what are your best tips for going live if you're scared, really scared?
I have one tip. Which you should have friends in the business. I have Jamie and Janessa and Chrissy, and so I usually, Janessa always shows me love anyway, but I'll usually go to Janessa and be like, I'm going live, or I'll go to Jamie and be like, I'm going live, and they'll get on and comment, and it does make you feel a whole lot better. It always
makes you feel like you're not alone. You have someone, they're there, supporting you.
And then one thing so I know a lot of people, for going live their first time, it's usually because they're new and you don't have all this knowledge about the products. So if you're going live to talk about the products, all you have to do is get a notepad, a piece of paper, something, write down some bullet points about what you're talking about, and just set it up right behind your phone. That way, once you get to talking, say that you go blank, all you have to do is take a look at that notepad and see your bullet points, and you can just go right back into it.
I got something also, my regular job, we wear sweats to work, and we wear workout clothes. So I never put on makeup, none of that stuff. So I was always too scared to go live because I didn't look my best. But people see the real you, and they relate to you. So don't worry about if your hair is all sloppy, or you today with my live, I had just gotten finished working out. I look terrible. So just don't care what other people think.
Exactly.
What are they gonna do?
Unfriend me? Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
And that's so good. And so many people are scared of that. And I mean, I felt the same way, because you want to be this picture perfect, but can you relate to anyone perfect?
No.
You know what I mean? But you can relate to someone who, you know, isn't wearing makeup because they just worked out. Like, it's fine. Like, you know what I mean? So, and I feel like going live, like, once you do it once and you mess it up so bad, every time you do it, it just gets better. And it's so easy. Like, are you guys scared to go live at all? It's literally like a piece of cake. Like,
I love it.
yeah. It's so easy. And it gets you such good results. Like, every time I go live, I always get someone in my inbox. Always.
Me too.
No matter what.
Yes.
Yes.
Not being perfect. I remember I think one time I went live and my son was screaming in the background and my dog was crying and I was like, you guys probably can't hear a word I'm saying, but I'm gonna make this coffee. And right after I got off, this girl messaged me and we just literally were like talking for like 3 hours, just sending pictures of our kids back and forth.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Connections.
Yes, it's all about the connection.
Yeah, that's what it starts out as, and then that's when they start trusting you to like order or join. And I mean, that happens all the time. Like, don't think your background has to be perfect, because who was on the Zoom where Dakota ran up butterball naked? Because I was like, what's happening? So it's fine. But yeah, that's so true. So, okay, you guys basically hit everything on the nail. So I want you guys to talk about more about follow-ups. Like, did you follow up until your fingers bled? Like,
Yes.
like,
Like, this is my old planner from 2018. I had to pull that bad boy out and follow up with everybody. Like, since I've been talking to them this July. So, yeah, follow-up helped a lot.
Yes.
and these were follow-ups, like you said, like last year. Like, every single person, like, and even if they said no, like, you keep following up. Like, it's just, and they eventually do it. You know what I mean?
I have both of these notebooks.
Dang.
My follow-up journals. And I followed up with every single person I've ever talked to.
Yes.
I was like, I don't know how to keep track of all these people, but I'm going to try.
And then let's talk about messaging, because I feel like every time you're going for a promotion, like, there is not a minute during the day like you're not having a conversation with somebody. Like, am I right? Or am I wrong? Yeah, like, it's just constant. So, like, you just have to be in that frame, like, mindset. Like they said, like, put your head down and just be like, your house is
Find
mess.
a comfy chair and just sit there.
Don't move.
Like,
Don't wash your hair. Go to McDonald's and don't clean your house, and you'll promote. That's the secret.
I think at one point my eyes literally couldn't see for a minute because like my vision was so blurry from staring at my phone for so long. And I was like,
Oh my God, yes.
break.
Okay, so if anyone has any specific questions about how they enrolled so many customers, make sure you're putting them in the comments below. And then another thing that I noticed all of you guys were doing was you were shouting out your promotion like every day, like all day,
Yes.
right?
Like, that's what Cheyenne and Jade talked about Monday. Is just like shouting it out. Like, even if the people on your Facebook have no idea what a ruby or a diamond is, it doesn't matter. Shout it out and be excited about it, because people can tell when you're excited, and they're more willing to support you when they know you're passionate about something.
Didn't you have a lot of people like message you and was like, hey, I don't really want to use the product, but I'm going to support you anyway?
Yeah, they were like, I mean, I don't get paid until April, but I really want to help you get to your goal, so I'm going to scrape some money up. I was like, okay, girl.
Got you. That's so good. And then like I know Chrissy was like, this many orders away, and she was counting it down like on like every post, on like every live, all this stuff, and like people were watching that number keep going down, so they kept getting excited. And I feel like that's when they were like, okay, people are actually ordering,
and they wanted to be a part of that number going down.
Yeah. And then like the same thing with like, I know all of you guys post your like little customer enrollment. All of you guys were doing that. So like every time you get a customer, post it, because I don't know why, like when people are followers, they want to be a follower. So if Susie Joe orders like, you know, Amanda wants to be like Susie Joe. Sorry, that was like the first name that popped in my mind. You know what I mean? Like, people are followers, so like they want to follow the crowd. If they see like you get in like all of these orders, like they're gonna want to order too. So always make sure you're posting about it on your stories, your page, all of that stuff. It makes such a difference. Okay. Tips on starting to do promotions. Like what do you mean? Like how to like post about it? Let me just go through all of them. Scared to do a live. We did that. Oh, and then just upselling. Okay. So yeah, let me know actually what you mean on tips on starting to do promotions. I think she means like actually posting about it. Like where do you start maybe? Anyone?
Life posts.
Explain.
So life posts, like, hold on a second. So life posts are, like I said, people want that connection. People want to see what you're doing. That's how you're basically going to build your team. That's how you're going to get people interested in what you're doing. You want to explain on your life posts, like, what this money is going to do for you, how it's going to help your future. Even if you just started and it hasn't done anything for you yet, talk about what it's going to do. Talk about if it's going to pay for your car, or if it's going to pay for a certain bill, or it's going to pay for groceries, whatever it may be. Talk about it. Because everybody struggles with something, everybody. And if they see, I know with me especially, I remember when Jamie wanted me to do my first life post, and I was so nervous about it. And I told her, I was like, no, that's personal. Like, I don't want to put my business out there. Okay, you got to get over that, because if people see that struggle, people are going to, I know it like me, I could be very prideful. So I don't like to talk about my struggles, but in this business, you have to talk about your why. You have to talk about why is your reason you're doing this, because at the end of the day, no one really cares about what you're doing. They care about why you're doing it, because this business changes lives, and they want to see why, like, what is your reason? What is your, why are you doing this? So you just have to not be scared to like kind of put yourself out there, because at the end of the day, it's gonna help your business. It's gonna help you build your team.
Yeah. So yeah, actually starting with life posts, just starting out why you started this business, and then getting like your promotion inset, which means like, let's say you're going Ruby, you want to make sure you're charted for Ruby first, and then, getting all the volume for like from customers. And then that's how you basically start like talking about your promotion. So like Chrissy is 50 coffee orders away from hitting Ruby. That's when you can start figuring out all that stuff for like to actually start like advertising for your promotion. I was gonna talk about one more thing. Let's talk about last thing, accountability.
Yeah, I got something on life post.
Okay, go for it, girl.
Real quick. So like, I feel like when I started, I couldn't really relate to a lot of you guys, because you guys have kids and like you're trying to look for a job, or like your husband or your boyfriend or whatever got laid off, and like, I don't want to feel cocky. Like, I'm trying to make it not cocky.
No, you
like,
have a job. It's not cocky.
Like, I love my job. Like I love it. Like, it's a passion of mine. I've had since middle school, that kind of thing. And my boyfriend has a job. Like, we really weren't struggling for money. We don't have kids. But like, so it was hard for me to do a life post because I couldn't relate. And I was like looking at all these life posts, and I was like, well, what do I say? Because I don't have any of that. So like, just keep it real. Like, someone is going to relate to you down the road. And I have found, I don't know however many distributors I have, 15, they related to me somehow, some way. So like, you don't have to put on a mask and like try to cover it up. or like try to be somebody you're not. Just like be real and just, if you're happy with your life, you're happy with your life. If you need that extra, I don't know, $100, say that, but just be real.
So true. And like, it's like the same thing, like all of your distributors probably aren't just like you. Like, I enrolled Abby. I have kids. Abby doesn't. I enrolled Chrissy. Chrissy's in school. I'm definitely not in school. Like, they're gonna like relate to you some way, some different way, and like that's okay. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's
like
so
I related to Jamie because like I think how I got hooked was she was like on vacation. I was like, well, I
Oh,
love
yeah.
vacationing, so I need that.
Yeah, and like I always talk about that, like being able to go on vacation whenever I want to, and it had nothing to do with kids. It had nothing to do with like actual money. It was just the time, and that's what Abby wanted. That's so true. I like didn't
When I
even
go to Vegas in 18 days, man, my feed is going to blow up. Pictures on pictures, lives on lives.
Yes.
I'm so excited. I can't wait. I've never been, so I'm excited to see all the pictures.
Me either.
So, accountability. So I feel like when you're going for a promotion, you need somebody in your corner, whether they're on your team or not, to just do it with you. So like, who wants to talk about that? Because I feel like all of you guys had that.
So I feel like you go ahead.
I know. I feel like the last week or like week and a half of March, Kirsty was definitely mine because every single day I was getting like 3 or 4 messages. How's it going? What's up? How you doing? What you doing? And I was like, hold on, Chrissy, I'm working on it. But yeah, so she was actually a really big help because every time I would like want to slack off or if I would like slowly drift away, she'd like I'd get a message from her and she'd be like, how's it going? I'm like, let me get back to messaging.
Yeah, like I feel like it's so important because not only do you talk about like it works, but like me and Janessa and Amanda will get on a Zoom. Like I said, we were staying up till 2:00 in the morning, and half the time we weren't even talking about it works. We were just sitting there on our phones working and just laughing together, having fun together. Because once you start having fun with this, it doesn't feel like you're working anymore. And that's when it becomes like something fun to do, and you're starting to go after these promotions, and just have an accountability partner helps so much. Because like Amanda said, you don't start slacking off because someone's going to be asking you, are you enrolling? Like, what are you doing with your time? And so not only do you work together, but you celebrate together. So y'all probably saw the video where I was on Zoom with Janessa, and we found out that I went diamond together and like just cried together. And so it just, having an accountability partner, you get work done, but you also start bonding and you start loving the people, not just the money.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like, Janessa, like last month and February were really tough for me, trying to get over the like feeling sorry for myself. My job was very demanding, was very like if you mess up, you're fired type thing. You have to be perfect during tournament time. And like I was feeling sorry for myself. I was telling Jamie, like, I can't do this right now. Like I have to put my job first. But she like slapped me in the face and was like, no. You can still do it. Like, but you can still do it. And I did, and I was exhausted. And April 1st, I slept for like a whole entire day. But it was so worth it because I got Ruby. Like, in the moment, it may not feel like it's going to be worth it, but it's going to be worth it. Like, I'm not the most spiritual person, but like I know there's a God, and like he knows like if you're going to work, like he's going to make it happen for you. So just trust him and just keep working hard and making sure that you listen to your accountability partner, even though you don't like what she's telling you. Like you want to curse them out.
Okay, it's fine. But like that's how like you get because like nothing great is gonna happen if it feels good. It doesn't feel good promoting. It really doesn't until it like says it in E-Suite. Up until then, it does not feel good. It is
Like
uncomfortable.
it's like if it was easy, everyone would be doing it. So like,
Well, I was gonna say it feels good when you promote. When I saw Ruby, I was like, yes.
Same girl, same.
I mean, every other day before that, I was like, I want to go to sleep.
Yes.
But when I hit Ruby, it was yeah.
This was so good. Okay, so yeah, having accountability is so good. And like I said, like you don't want accountability partner that's someone like, okay, I'm gonna go to bed at like 7:00. No, girl, we trying to promote. You need to not sleep. It's fine. Like someone that's gonna push you, just like Abby said, like someone that's gonna like put that fire under your butt to like keep going, even if you're tired, even if you're hungry, even if you haven't showered for 12 days. It's fine. Dry shampoo, girlfriend. You know what I mean? Someone that's gonna push you because you're gonna thank that after. And like Chrissy said, like doing it together is so much more fun than doing it by yourself.
And I wanted to say one more thing. Like that has been probably the best part about this business for me has been not, well, the opportunity and the money is a very good part, but it's the friends that I've made. Like me and Janessa have gotten so close. Love you. Me and Chrissy have gotten so close. I'm pretty sure those up till 3 a.m. never going to sleep and working our asses off. That got there. So, and me and Jamie have been close since basically day one. So, yeah, that's been the best part about this has been the friendships that I've made. Like, because before this, my best friend was my 2-year-old. So, yeah. So that's, I think the accountability partner is not only someone who's going to help you realize what you want, help you go get it, and make sure that you're still on the path to go get it. It's also someone that you get to, share your life with and become best friends. And yeah, so.
And like another big thing is like you guys all got relationships from this by getting on a Zoom. Chrissy lives in Alabama. Abby lives in Virginia. Janessa lives down the street. Shannon lives a little bit down the street. You know what I mean? So like we're all like not in the same area, but when we all come together and we share the Zoom IDs in the team chat, we want everybody to get on there so we can all give tips. We can all get to know you. We can all love you and just support you and encourage you. And that's when you're going to start being like, oh my gosh, I connect so much with Chrissy. Like, I'm going to add her as a friend. We're going to be best friends. And that's just how it starts. And like, you're going to find more and more friends through this business as long as you keep showing up to the Zoom meetings and, just being there, being like physically there. So you guys all that are on this, that's so good. So if you connected with somebody, or if you just want to add some of us and say, hey, girlfriend, we're on the same team, let's be friends, go for it, because we're all like, we'll all be your friends. It's fine. So I think this was good. So does anyone have any last minute tips or questions for these girls? Yes. Get hyped, girl.
watch The Secret.
Yes, watch The Secret.
It changed my life today.
All 4 of you are amazing, and I cannot wait to see all of you promote. I'm going to be crying happy tears. I love you all.
Love you.
Oh no. All right, so no questions. This was so good. Thank you guys for hopping on and telling us all your tips. Like this was recorded and it's going to be up on my YouTube channel, so you guys can go back and watch it and get their tips and stuff like that. So yeah, you guys did amazing, and you guys are promoting this month. Like you guys are just running for it, and so is your team. It's insane. So let's do it.
Yes.
Yes, girl.
Yes.